Hi guys, Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I want to talk to you. It's very important that you guys subscribe, like, and tell your friends about this channel. We're trying to boost the Paul Pluta and the Archie Luxury channel, and we can't do it without your support. We need your support. It really would help. The other thing is, guys, we can't survive on Google Ads alone. Google Ads is very, it's hard to survive, guys. So look, paid reviews. On the Paul Pluta channel, we do paid reviews. These paid reviews keep me full-time on YouTube. Also, you could sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon lets you pay a small amount of money every month. It's kind of like a tithing, except that it helps creators stay full-time. You sponsor me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. I'll send you secret pre-release videos. I'll send you secret Patreon-only videos. Plus, I'll send you links to other videos that other people have made that I thought were really good. So, if you really want to keep me full-time on YouTube, consider sponsoring me on Patreon. The other thing is, guys, if you want to send me a donation, these are greatly appreciated. They're greatly appreciated. I earn a couple of bucks per 1,000 views, which is hardly anything, considering I'm in a niche topic. Guys, if you really get benefit out of this channel, consider sending a few bucks. It's something that keeps creators like me full-time on YouTube. Now, guys, let's get on with the show! Showtime! Hi guys, Paul Pluta channel, and today I'm doing paid reviews, and this is from Eric. Hey Archie, can you do a follow-up can you please do a follow-up video review for my collection? These were the watches that I had the first time that you reviewed my collection. Okay, he's got an Omega SpeedMaster Professional, bought used. Omega SpeedMaster Alaska Project, bought used. Omega Speedmaster First Omega in Space, bought used. Tudor Black Bay ETA, black bezel, bought new. Oris Diver 65, bought used. Panerai Pam 292 Black Seal Ceramic, bought used. So this time I would like to know what you think of my two additions. Seiko 62 MAS reissue, bought new, and the Omega Speedmaster 60th anniversary, bought new. What can I say? I'm a sucker for reissues. Personally, I love the vintage look with the modern conveniences, and I don't just know enough to buy vintage. My plan is to get one last watch to round off my collection, and like you said last time, everyone's got to have at least one Rolex in their collection. So I'm pretty set on it being an Explorer 139mm. Is there any issue, any reason to be this new at a boutique? Is there any reason to be this new at a boutique? What do you think of this watch to round off my collection? Do you have any other suggestions? I'm sending you $50 US. Looking forward to the vid. Keep up the good work. Regards, Eric. Wowzers, he certainly loves, this guy certainly loves his Omegas. He loves his Omegas. So let's have a look there. He's got the Omega Speedmaster Professional, bought used. Yes, that's cool. The Alaska Project. Love that watch. First Omega in Space. I actually really love that. That's such a cool piece to have. You've got the Tudor Black Bay. Yes. Oris 65, bought used. The Oris doesn't do a lot for me. I'm not... Do you really need the ARCHIE'S in your collection? Do you really need the ARCHIE'S? I mean, you've got so many cool watches. I mean, ARCHIE'S is kind of a brand when you're starting out with absolute crap. You know, Seiko, Citizen, then you add an ARCHIE'S. You're above that. You don't need the ARCHIE'S. You don't need an ARCHIE'S because you got some good stuff there. The PAM 292 Black Seal ceramic. I'm not a huge fan of ceramic watches, but okay, you like your PAMs. I quite like PAMs too, I must admit. I've had a bit of a reawakening to the brand. I do like my PAMs. The Seiko 62 MAS reissue. Yeah, okay. Actually that and the ARCHIE'S, I wouldn't have bought them myself, but okay. The Seiko and the ARCHIE'S, okay, yeah, I get it. It's luxury antimatter. Fair enough. I can now, the mortar from the brick of the ARCHIE'S clicks into the Seiko. Okay, that's okay. I understand. And you got the 60th anniversary Omega SpeedMaster. Yes, I actually quite like that. I really like it. So you are looking at a Rolex. Rolex to add there. I agree. Every man's got to have a Rolex. Every man needs a Rolex. Every man's gotta have a Rolex. You gotta have a Rolex, man. You gotta have Rolex. Walk on the Rolex side. Walk on the Rolex. What would I get? You know what I would do? Don't take this the wrong way, but you've got a ton of chronographs. You've got a diver. You got some divers with the luxury divers with the PAM and the Tudor Black Bay. Why don't you get a GMT function Rolex? And we all know the bang per buck, the one to get, is the 40mm Explorer 2. That is the cool sucker. That is one cool sucker. That's what it is. I would get that. I reckon that's such a cool sucker. Get the Explorer 2 because it's going to really... It's a white dial. It'll fit in with your Alaska project. Explorer 2 40mm. And get the solid end link so it's not the rattlesnake, no holes case. That's what I'd be getting. I reckon that'd be cool. There is nothing wrong with the Explorer 1, but I reckon get the Explorer 2. Get the GMT function. It's unusual. Like, you're quite quirky. Eric, you're quirky. You're a quirky guy. You're a quirky guy. So I reckon, man, go with the Explorer 2. I understand the ARCHIE'S. I take it back. I understand the ARCHIE'S. Okay, the Seiko. Okay, I understand it all. I understand it's bricks and mortar. That's what it is. Get an Explorer 2, man. Get an Explorer 2. I reckon white dial because it fits in with your Alaska project. It's sort of like the cement that, you know, just pops. Nice collection. I gotta say, I really do love... You're gonna have... You've got four SpeedMasters. You got the professional, Alaska project, first Omega in space, and you got the 60th anniversary. Four top... That is someone who really loves his Speedmasters. And I think they're worthy of it. Speedmaster's a great watch. You got some divers, Tudor and a Panerai. Yes. I understand the ARCHIE'S and the Seiko. Okay, yep. I gotta tell you myself, I love reissues as well. And it's funny, you know, I was talking to a guy who does vintage, and he says, ah, you're crazy to buy the reissues. Go get the vintage ones. That's where the... And he's right. But the thing about a reissue is it's got all the modern conveniences. It's got better seals. It's got, you know, new technology. Like, I love a reissue is the Breguet Type 20. Love that watch. That's a reissue. It's a reissue. And it's got so many things that the vintage pieces are lacking. It's not as delicate. It's usable, which is pretty important to me. I like usable stuff. So, hey, Eric, I understand what you're getting at. I agree with you there. Usable. I like the reissues myself. I mean, let's face it. The even my IWC, that's kind of a reissue of the Gerald Genscher IWC theme, you know, of the Ingenua. You know, that's I get it. I get it. They're perfected. The SpeedMaster, the Omega SpeedMaster, the SpeedMaster is such a iconic model. It's worthy of this. I actually quite like this collection. I quite like it. I like how it's grown. I even get that Seiko and Oris garbage. I understand why you'd put that shit in the collection, and yeah, I respect it. I respect it. Get yourself a bloody Rolex. Get yourself a Rolex. You've got to get a Rolex, man. You gotta get Rolex. You gotta get a Rolex. Get a Rolex. Take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey, man, take a walk on the wild side. Get a Rolex. Get a Rolex. That's what I reckon. Lovely collection. I love it. It's just so cool. So, yep, you've got my tick of approval. Paul Pluta here. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Get a Rolex Explorer, white dial. Work with the Alaskan project. That would be so cool. Paul Pluta signing out.
Okay.